Go. Here we go. Moorish Science 101. Article 4, the Zodiac Constitution. Dealing with adequate employment and protection for Moorish Americans. Alright. We're going to kick it off like this. I'm your Sultan Shaheed Akbar La'el. We're going to get on like this here, you heard me?
A nigga need food, you got to have food for your health and clothes. Here to keep the steam for yourself, son, shelter. A place to lay for rest when you stressed over life. Cause it's trifling, ain't no God. I feel the winter heart creeping. Vicious is the wind, which is life when it's deep without a meaning. A tripe scene screams, niggas fiending. They pipe dreaming, some be seeming like the only way to keep breathing in the slums. When nothing comes, and keeping funds is like dreaming. My situation, no solution. Even the young become demons. Where I'm from, shit is unyielding. Something like 300 million gun wielding black rats trapped in one building with low ceilings and no feelings. Cutthroat villains, dope dealers, and glossy ivory villains, sunken faces and powder traces. My people slave for the basics. The powerless devoured in a matrix of politics, pimps, and glass pipe. From gun blast to flicking off blunt ass to cash heist. The fast life where the have-nots rule. Stick and grab plots, toting tools, pick the last spots for jewels around the world. We stay stuck in capsules, shackled, and crackers got homes like castles. I figure the only way this nigga got to go is wild, plotting licks for liberation. Stocking cap style, a nigga need food. You got to have
shelter
for your health and clothes. Here to keep esteem for yourself, son, shelter. A place to lay for rest when you stressed over life. Cause it's trifling, ain't no God gon' help you need food. You got to have food for your health, for your health.
Just hungry for knowledge, that's all. Yeah, that's the start. So much, come on, let's get something.
Moorish Science 101. Article 4. Adequate employment and protection for Moorish Americans. Every lawmaker that heads of industry and business enterprise of the 50 States Union Order are obligated members and citizens of the Magna Carta, Christian Church, and Temple System of Christ, the King of the Jews, meaning jury over the wealth and culture of the living Moorish nation of North America. Therefore, by the Moorish Zodiac Constitution, the Moors, the Bays, and the L's can demand adequate employment, food, clothing, shelter, medical care, equal rights, respect, and protection from mild violence, rape, and injustice, otherwise without being obligated to the Union Church and the religious system of the Order of Christ, the quote, white sun idol God, end quote. All right, the breakdown by Noble Shaheed La'el. All right, quote, every lawmakers and the heads of industry of business enterprise of the 50 States Union Order obligated members and citizens of the Magna Carta Christian Church. All right, of the Magna Carta Christian Church and the Temple System of Christ, the King of the Jews. Okay, it says Clock of Destiny, Volume 1, page 9 by C&B. Quote, we say the celebrated Magna Carta is the document which granted economical, social, and commercial freedom and equality to all people of ruddy, pale skin with long hair and flaxen, regardless of race, label, and religionism and politicalism fate, end quote. Also, the U.S. Constitution 1791, Article 6, Section 1, states, quote, all debts contracted and engagements entered into before the adoption of this Constitution should be valid against the United States under this Constitution as under the Confederate, end quote. All right, Ramden House Webster's Dictionary of the Law by James E. Clapp, page 278. Quote, we say, note, the Magna Charta or Carta, often referred to as the Great Charter, is the source of many concepts embodied in the United States Constitution and is still referred to in judicial opinions, end quote. Keep in mind that the U.S. is subject to England and England is subject to the Moorish Empire. Quote, jury over the wealth and culture of the living Moorish nation of North America. Therefore, by the Moorish Zodiac Constitution, the Moors, the Bays, and the L's can demand adequate employment, adequate employment, food, clothing, shelter, medical care, equal rights, respect, and protection from mild violence, rape, and injustices, otherwise without being obligated to the Union Church and the religious system of the Order of Christ, the white sun idol God. All right. It says, as what was already stated, the jury symbolizes the Jew. They are the ones that are in charge of the present jurisprudence system in the U.S. today. Clock of Destiny, Volume 1, page 8 by Sean Bates says, quote, the term clan implies the people who control the board of real estate, commercial, and production and distribution of the order of Roman colonization was manifested with Wall Street in Amsterdam or New York, USA, and Java, East India, both of which are the headquarters of the nobles, dukes, duchess, lords, and the Duchess of Rome, and the clan jury over the wealth and culture of the Moorish or Asiatic nation, end quote. We have to also look at the fact that the jury and the judge works together in the jurisprudence system. This brings us to see what a judge's bench is according to law. Black Law Dictionary, 4th edition by Henry Campbell Black, page 183 says, bank. It says, quote, a bench or a seat, the bench of justice, the bench or tribunal occupied by the judges, the seat of judgment, a court, the full bench or full court, the assembly of all judges of a court, end quote. Black Law Dictionary, 4th edition by Henry Campbell Black, page 1159. It says a Moor, quote, is an officer in the Isles of Man who summons the coast for several shillings. The officer is similar to the English bailiff of 100, end quote. The jury or Jew is obligated under the Magna Carta Code and law of the land to release the wealth of the Moors if they summons the court for it. Also keep in mind that the Moors are aboriginal and indigenous to the land of America. They have indigenous rights according to international law. UN Indigenous Rights Article 38 states, quote, indigenous people have the right to access to adequate financial and technical assistance from states and through international cooperation to pursue freely their political, economic, social, cultural, and spiritual development for the enjoyment of the rights and freedoms recognized in this declaration, end quote. Okay, so that wraps up Article 4, where it's talking about the Jew and the judicial system and who's over the wealth and culture of the Moors and how we could demand adequate employment and protection, because this is our freehold estate, this is our land, and these people are the guardians over the wealth, and they must release it if you come at them with the court. That's what it means when you go to court. Article 4 of the Zodiac Constitution, you know what I'm saying? You know? Peace. Salt and Shaheed,
in the storm, hearing gun clap for thunder, see my childhood peers catching years in the numbers. I wake up from hunger, try to lift the stress that I'm under. How I made it this far makes me wonder. You in a fight for your life, for basic human rights. Can't afford the booming prices, it's economic crisis. Life is a sacrifice, I'm down to my last bag of rice. They forcing us to live like laboratory mice, like fucking laboratory mice. That's right, you wear the camouflage, but do you choose to live the soldier's life? I said before, this is a war, not a play fight. Taught to be a slave from the womb to the grave site. Some of us even share the views of the Canaanites, trying to be white, but they gon' lose in this game of life, so dead that. I tie my dread back and scheme, put a star on my red, black, and green.
A nigga need food, you got to have food for your health and clothes. Yeah, to keep esteem for yourself and shelter. A place to lay for rest when you stressed over life. Cause it's trifling, ain't no God gon' help you need food. You got to have food for your health and clothes. Yeah, to keep esteem for yourself and shelter. A place to lay for rest when you stressed over life. Cause it's trifling, ain't no God gon' help you need food.
Pay the bills, put food on the table, and put clothes on your back. You understand? Pay the bills, put food on the table, and put clothes on your back. You understand?
What do power mean? Our team seem to think it means sour cream. Cause our dreams got us fiending for the power, son. And UEP said political power come from the barrel of the gun. What do power mean? I believe in thieving and smoking weed. Everything happened for a reason. I hope my seed go up and get even. It's open season, and if you poor and black, you know the reason. Yeah. We out here fighting for the basics. Trying to get food on the table, clothes on our back, pay these bills. Dead presidents, that's to come up for us.